Welcome to the weekly energy show connecting you to your intuitive guidance system. I'm going to make sure that I am live and ready to play across the platforms. We'll see if it works. All right, so I'm going to go live over here and let's see if it wants to work here. It's always interesting working with technology. And today is a very interesting day because I want to talk about the benefit of doing nothing. So welcome, my friends. As you jump on, give me a quick hello. Let me know if you've ever had those days where it's like, oh, I feel like anything I do, it's just not going anywhere. It feels like running in place, feels like pushing that boulder up the hill like Sisyphus, only to have it roll back down on you. Many of my clients have been reaching out because they're frustrated. They're frustrated that just seems like things are hard, anxiety, worries hitting, all these things are happening. And what's incredibly beneficial, I find, and what I share with them, I'm going to share with you today, is checking in with what is the moon doing? And why do we even care about the moon? Well, the moon gives us insights on what's happening with a daily basis. It helps us tune into our intuition. It helps us connect to the past and bring healing. It helps us tune into those inner realms that sometimes, because life is so busy and we just keep going, we ignore. And then we look back and we're like, oh, in hindsight, I knew that. Like, why didn't I take action? I had a feeling I should have done that. Simply by taking a moment to pause in the morning and check in and say, okay, how am I feeling today? And what is the moon doing? It enables you to start to collect data to figure out, all right, how can I tune into the rhythms of the cycles in nature around me so that I can feel better, so that I can get to where I'm going, accomplish my dreams with more ease and less frustration, less heartache. This is what I love to do and what I love to share. And we have an incredible window of opportunity today that I thought would be fun to play with because I love giving energy examples in action, live and in the wild, because that's when we really learn, when we get to see these things in action. So, for example, today the moon is void of course for a large chunk of our waking hours. It goes void of course often enough that it's, not this rare event where we're like, oh my gosh, pay attention. But going void of course for this long of a time, we're going to talk about what void of course means. And then also during our waking hours, it's something to pay attention to because for most of us in Eastern Standard Time, you're going to be affected by this because it's from about roughly 8:30 in the morning, like 8:19 or so, till, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. I got to go back in my notes and double check that. Holy cannoli, because I want to say 8 to 8. Is it 8 to 8? Holy cannoli. I want to make sure. No, it's 10. Yep. So 10 a.m. It goes void about 10:19 all the way until about 8:32 tonight p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's nice to double check because why is that important? Well, when the moon is void, of course, there's a common phrase that's used, nothing will come of it. And what I love about that is sometimes we'll hear something and we'll think, wah, wah. Oh, that means nothing good will come. Why bother doing anything? Wah, wah. That's not the case, though. The beautiful thing is that there are incredible moments where we would really benefit from nothing coming of it. So let's break this down and talk about it a little bit. I want to give you 3 ways to think about the moon void, of course, and how it can help you. Essentially, what this means is that the moon isn't engaging with any other planetary bodies in the sky. The moon is really a representation of our inner world. The moon doesn't create light of its own. Rather, the moon is reflecting the light of our sun, the star, the great star in our little world. And what happens is because of that, the moon really wakes up and engages, and we can access the beneficial energy of the moon and harness it when she is engaging with other planets. You can think of it like having conversations with other planets in the sky. And the last conversation she has today, before she goes void, of course, is with Uranus. And it's kind of like this eureka, this surprise. Maybe we get a revelation of information or news. Maybe we're feeling a little rebellious. We want to do things our way or different. Maybe there's a eureka moment. Maybe we're feeling anxious. Maybe things feel unstable. And then all of a sudden it goes quiet. You can think of the moon void, of course, a little bit like being on a boat, like a motorboat, and all of a sudden the motor cuts out and you're just kind of floating and you're just there. It's a time for reflection. That's the first way to think about it. So you've just had this conversation, so to speak. The moon's had a conversation with Uranus. Did you have any aha or eureka moments? Maybe you had some insights yesterday or early this morning before you woke up. Maybe there was a dream. Right now you're being encouraged, okay, let's just pause and tune in to what might have come up. And then when the moon goes forward again, talking and having conversations with other planets, she's going to be, moving into the energy of Pisces. And so really helping you tune into your intuitive side, go a little bit deeper with that inkling that you got hit with this morning. Another important thing to know about the moon void, of course, and how to engage with it is that it's not a good time for starting brand new things. Like you want to avoid starting a new business or avoid signing a contract, kind of like when Mercury's retrograde, because when we say nothing will come of it, anything that comes between 10 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, like 10:19 and 8:32 p.m. Eastern tonight, just take a moment to say, all right, I'll pay attention to this. But if it's, a job opportunity or an offer, or maybe there's a frustration, you can say, okay, well, nothing's really going to come of this. So maybe I won't put too much time or energy or effort into it. I'll be aware of it. Benefits, ways that you could use that. Maybe there's somebody that you've been worried about that, maybe life got busy and you forgot about paying that bill and you didn't pay it on time and you feel really badly and you want to avoid, let's say, like the interest rate or something of that nature, the penalty fee. Well, maybe that's a time when you call up the utility company and you're like, hey, I'm so sorry, things got crazy, and they might forgive the penalty fee. It's like, oh, well, nothing will come of it. Like nothing bad will come of it. Sometimes people, if they get certain information or news during this time, that it's like, well, we don't know. It could be good news. It could be bad news. We got to wait till the results come back. And you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it because this is coming during a moon void, of course. Things are going to be okay. Nothing will come of it. Nothing bad will come of it. Nothing good might come. So you're just kind of open to, all right, this is a time period of reflection. The moon isn't engaging with other planets. So therefore, we're not really having a deeper conversation. She's just contemplating. She's going into the inner realms. She's not moving necessarily under her own steam, but the magic happens by engaging with the other planets. And how is that engagement happening? It's something called aspecting in astrology geek speak. The third and final thing I want to invite you to do is that during this time, if you are feeling frustrated, because I've had some clients come to me and they've been like, I've just been trying so hard to get things off the ground and going. I would encourage you, this is not a time to push when the moon is void, of course. Even like going into meetings, if you're trying to solve problems and you're trying to come up with all sorts of ideas, give yourself a moment to take a deep breath and just step back and say, okay, if you can reschedule the meeting, reschedule it. Say, we'll make more progress and more headway if we meet a little later. If you can't, you go into the meeting knowing that. Like, all right, we'll go into this meeting, but nothing might come of it. We might just be meeting for an hour and then you leave and you're like, well, what did that accomplish? Don't worry about it. It's just you have insider information. You know what's going on. I had an astrology teacher. It was a lot of fun when she worked in an office. She would tell the story of her talking with her boss, her manager, and saying, oh, moon's void, of course. I'm not going to go to that meeting. And her boss would be like, of course you're going to that meeting. Are you crazy? Like, you have to go. She's like, oh, all right. Nothing will come of it. So it's, you're just aware. You're not going to beat yourself up. You're not going to get frustrated. But I encourage you to be aware of these things. These are the things that I share in my Moon Club. So come play in my Moon Club. I'll make sure the links are around this video. I'm very excited to be opening the doors to it once again, where we can dive into how the moon affects you, because I do believe that we have free will. And even though we can't control the environment, we can't control destiny and fate and the future. The future is not ours to see. It's dynamic. It's moving in time. We can have inklings of what's coming and tune into the energetic weather. But a lot of the outcomes depend on free will choices. And what we can do is we can tune into the energies around us, all these invisible energies that we can't see, but they're still there, whether it's microwaves, radio waves, 5G, TV waves, or the waves, the energetic, inspirational of the pull of the moon, just like it pulls on the ocean tides. We're mainly made up of water. The moon affects us. It's so interesting. Whether it's on a very subtle level or on an intense level, and you consider yourself moon sensitive, it makes a difference to pay attention to what the moon is doing. That way, on a day-to-day basis, you feel like you're making headway instead of beating your head against a wall, like, why am I not getting anywhere? It's okay. Moon's void, of course. We've got it until 8:32 p.m. Eastern time if you're watching this with me as I go live today. On what is today? Let me think. June. I'm looking at June. May 29th, Wednesday, 2024. All right. Have an amazing day wherever you are. And so much love to you. And let me know, have you gotten frustrated today trying to make headway with something or get somewhere and say, oh, I just don't feel like this is working. Maybe it's just getting a video up. I was running into problems, and it'll be interesting to see what comes of this video as I make it during the moon void, of course. All right. Much love, guys. Catch you on the flip side. Thanks for tuning in, Tracy. So good to see you. Lots of love. Bye.